Hey everybody, thanks for being here. Today we're on the Nestucca River, bobber dogging for steelhead with the Pro Dogger floats. Now if you want to learn how to catch more fish, stay tuned. I'm Justin Wolff, and this is Angler West Television. Between Tillamook and Newport on the North Oregon coast flows the 57-mile-long Nestucca River, one of the prettiest and most productive coastal salmon and steelhead streams in Oregon. Today we're launching upstream a bit using a primitive ramp, which will give us about 12 miles of productive river to float in search of winter steelhead. We're with guide Josiah Darr of Pocketcraft Boats, who's fishing with Nick Amato of Salmon Trout Steelheader Magazine, and Hyben Wang of Fishfield.
I'm swinging over my head. Feeling like it's getting down, Nick? Good. As long as you know you're getting down, I mean, you can see the way it acts. Nick, one thing I definitely do with these that's different than your regular float fishing is I leave a little bit of line on the water most of the time. I mean, if you, not a ton, hit it. It's all right. Real. So when I'm bobber dogging like this, I like to leave a little bit of line on the water. It's not like a floating a jig where you want it to be mended straight to it. I don't mind having a little bit of belly created downstream of your float. All that does is it kind of keeps your float tracking straight and it kind of keeps it pulling along. It's a little opposite than what you're used to if you're a jig fisherman, but it works really well for this bobber dogging thing once you get the hang of it. Not the target species, but we'll take it. It's a good start. That's a nice cut. It's a cutthroat. Look at that big red cuts on him. He's a pretty one. Oh yeah. In the last couple days, we had the water came way up, and then it quit raining, and the water dropped real nice. And then last night it rained pretty hard, and yesterday, so it kind of kept the flow nice and high. Plenty of water in here. It didn't drop out. It's still nice and high and green. Pretty ideal. We just got to find some fish. We're going to probably fish the seams. There's enough flow right now. They're not going to be right in the middle of the current. They're going to be more on the edges. So we're going to just try and fish the seams, kind of your classic steelhead runs, and fish should be in there. Shouldn't be, hopefully we'll be able to find them. So remember, guys, when they go under, because you have all the line to your bobber, and then your stuff's actually behind your bobber back there a little ways. So when it goes under, you have this huge belly. So it's way more important to just reel, drop the tip, reel right at it as fast as you can until it gets tight. If you feel them shake, then go ahead and stick them. But if you just lift straight up, you'll barely even move where the bait is. You won't get the hook stuck. So, just think reel till you feel is always kind of the motto. I mean, those floats are absolutely awesome, buddy. I mean, the size and everything about those floats is perfect. So we're gonna keep moving down. I mean, we didn't get one just sitting here hanging out. It's a great spot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the top. We're gonna move with the floats. This bobber dogging thing works a little better if you can move alongside your floats. You get a way natural drift versus being stationary. So we're just gonna start to the top, and for the most part today, we're just gonna fish along next to our floats. We've got a long drift. We're gonna try and cover a lot of water and just keep those floats in the zone. And the way those bobber dogging floats work, they keep your bait in that 0 to 1 foot off the bottom range for a long time. So we're just gonna try and cover as much water as we can today. We've probably got 12 miles or so. And we're just gonna keep the baits in as long as we can until we intercept fish, and just keep going until we find them. Yeah, oh, there he goes. I mean, just stay right there, buddy. Thank you. Just baby him until he comes back up here.
Okay. The fish was deep in the tail out. Took the bobber, was there, jumped, and then ran across into the quick water. So I'm gonna work him over here to the softer edge, and then hopefully work him back up to the boat. Looks like a nice hot fish.
Oh look, it's a steelhead. Good job, buddy. Looks like a wild one. I'm gonna go ahead and get out and make it a little easier on the fish. Looked like a little hen. Looks like that one ate the eggs on top. It hit the eggs in the yarn ball, so that one, they tend to stay hooked pretty well. Hopefully this one will cooperate and we can get a look at it. Got her. Well, that's a pretty good start. We've gone about 75 yards from the boat ramp, and oh, look at this hen. It's a wild hen, and she's just perfect, buddy. That's a good one. Hook came right out. It's a little twisted up in the leader, but well, here's the fish. It's a perfect little wild hen, just an absolutely, she's not a downer, just a brand new, you know, got a little color, but she's just absolutely perfect. Good job, Nick. She's gonna take right off. There she goes. Woo, hey, good job, buddy.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Go to AnglerWestTV.com right now and save money and get a bottle each of the original and Bloody Tuna Scent Chamber Magic. Ideal for filling the Oregon Tackle scent chambers or any lure that holds scent. Also, if you're hunting trophy trout, the Max Lure flashlight attractors are perfect to pull in front of plugs or in tandem with the Double D Dodgers. And now's the time to stock up on Brad Super Baits and Cut Plug Super Baits and start catching more fish. Also, stop polluting the water and yourself with toxic soap. Use Fisherman's Eco Soap instead. Order now at AnglerWestTV.com. Chinook and coho on the menu? Then put Oregon Tackle to work like the Salmon Sniper Spinners with built-in scent chambers. Available in a 2-hook mooching rig or with treble hooks. Or go with a deadly switchblade spinner. Of course, these fish great behind the Oregon Tackle School of Fish. If you're using spreaders, then why not use Oregon Tackle spreaders with built-in scent chambers? Just fill with any Procure oil or Angler West Scent Chamber Magic. Also available in a plunking style with a rotating arm. Look for Oregon Tackle products in stores now. Maximize your float fishing game with the new technologically advanced Pro Drift floats by Fishfield, available in 11 sizes from 1/8 to 5 ounces with EVA foam construction, durable braid-ready inserts, and color options to match the conditions. And they're the only float with a glow stick insert for low light conditions. And prepare to load the boat with the lifelike Fishfield Pacific Chovy heads with a versatile double ring and bait keeper system. Available in 6 colors from 1 to 3 ounces. These are ideal for tuna and other saltwater species. Find the best prices today in Tigard or online. Welcome back to the Nestucca River. I'm Justin Wolff. We're with Nick Amato and Hyben Wang, who are fishing with guide Josiah Dar of Clackcraft. And Nick has landed our first steelhead of the day, bobber dog in a Fishfield Pro Dogger float.
Woo, hey, good job, buddy.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, it's a good start. So,
Good start. I think it's gonna be
the setup,
day.
which we were working at before Nick interrupted us, is we got a little bobber dog and float. They're called Pro Doggers. They're a prototype, so we're just kind of messing with them today, and obviously that worked, so got high hopes for these guys. And then a little tangle-free weight on a little three-way swivel with a clip on it. And, you know, about 4 feet a leader, down to a yarn ball that we kind of tipped with some eggs. And I got a little dropper bead off the back of that one. Got a little, this one's a little Spirit River bead on the back of this one, but that one ate the yarn ball and the bait, so your leader feels fine. It's not chewed up. It had it right in the corner of the mouth. Let's get back in it, man. That's a good start. I'm loving this. Go ahead. Good. That's gonna clear it just fine. Come on, there's got to be one in there. Yep. That's the fall-in spot. Just fall in right on him. Good job, Nick. Nick, I don't really have a bank here that's not really obstructed by crap, so you're kind of on your own, okay? I'm gonna trade you places. Yeah, that's perfect. So we don't really have a good bank to go here. So we're just gonna not put too much pressure on this fish. And if you kind of keep it easy on them, A lot of times they'll come back to you. You don't have to really just jerk on them. You kind of let them swim up. You kind of fool them, and they'll come to you if you just be even pressure, but don't really pull. So we're just gonna hang this one, let them wear out.
If you put your rod tip in the water, sometimes it'll create a bow in the line, which will get behind the fish and make them come upstream.
Yeah, they swim the opposite direction they're getting pulled on from. So if you make that belly form next to them, they'll want to swim up towards you, which is obviously we're tricking them.
Yeah, or the float will get behind them, and then they'll want to get away from it.
Yep, real Nick.
You can change their direction by moving their head too, by pulling it this way, and then rapidly changing to the other side. You get them off balance like that. When you get the fish, you get them off balance, and they'll come right to you sometimes.
Okay, I need to get
by
to my
changing
net.
their direction of your pulling on them.
Nick, we're gonna trade places.
Okay.
Why don't you trade places, Nick, so I can reach him?
This fish is gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
by
he's
the way.
being
It's
really calm,
nuts.
but he's not done yet. He's
It's
gonna take
not,
off. Looked like a pretty good sized fish.
Yeah, it's really nuts. It's just swimming up the river right now.
Yeah, he's,
Get ready for some craziness.
I can't see it.
Okay, I'm gonna switch him over.
Oh, yeah, that's a beauty.
Yeah.
Go down.
We can trick him in here. Let's see what happens. What I'll do too sometimes is I'll pull them up river
And then lift up.
and then, okay, get ready. I'm going to turn them around. And
Got him. Woo, that's a stud. Wow. Look at that fish. Looks like a wild one. That's a big fish. Wow. Oh, it's clipped, guys. It's a hatchery fish. It's a stud hatchery hen, I think.
yeah, I don't want to keep that fish.
I'm gonna let that one go?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to see if you can get the pliers? You got the hook right in the corner of the mouth.
Yep.
That's a stud, dude. That's a product of an awesome broodstock program right there. The Nestucca's got a great broodstock program, and because of that, we get these big, healthy hatchery fish. Look at that. Grab that net. Look at that. That's just a stud. Isn't that pretty? Sweet. Kick out. There she goes.
Yeah, so we definitely could have kept that fish, but it's been in the river a little bit, and you know, I think we can catch some brighter ones as we come down the river. So, pretty exciting.
Fish on. Good job, Nick.
So there's lots of ledges and pockets in this flat, so we keep kind of changing. We'll cast a little further over, fish that slot, a little closer in. And then two of the fish I've hooked today were on really long passes. I just let the float and the sinker do its thing and just go way downstream, and it's great. You can get a nice hook set at that distance, and it's been working well.
Oh, it's a cutty.
Oh yeah, wow.
That's just a huge cutthroat.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Look at this guy. Yeah, I got one on my hip. I got him.
Okay.
Pull him over. It's not a steelhead, but look at the size of that cutthroat. Just a big, beautiful cutthroat. Oh, there he goes.
This year, catch more trout and kokanee with the Max Lure Double D Dodger, whether using a Cha-Cha squidder or Sonic Bait fish, or any lure with a fish-attracting smile blade like the new Glow Burst.
Ideally, this trolls at 1.5 miles per hour. Has a knife edge front, has a nice cupped rear portion to it. That whale tail, as it's bent, causes it to kick and causes it to rock back and forth. Okay? No tuning required. This will work right out of the box.
Stop guessing about curing roe and start catching more fish with ProCure's Liquid Egg Cure, the no-hassle, fail-safe way to get perfect eggs every time. The process is simple. Just butterfly your skeins, put them in a clean container, and cover with either Orange Glow, Red Hot, or Hot Pink and cure for several hours with no risk of ruining your eggs. There's no simpler way to cure great eggs. See the Liquid Cure instructional video with Steve Lynch of ProCure at anglerwesttv.com. Then start catching more fish. You know, the all-time greatest line cutter is the Boomerang Tool Company Snip. I've been using these for years and I just love them. This is P-Line TCB 80-pound braid. No problem whatsoever, no frayed ends, it's perfect every time. And now at anglerwesttv.com, you can get the same great snip with the Angler West TV logo. I just love these things. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Costa Sunglasses. See what's out there. Welcome back, and I hope you're enjoying today's episode from the Nestucca River, where we're bobber dogging with the new Fishfield Pro Dogger floats for Steelhead. Now, bobber dogging is an extremely effective way to fish. It's relatively new and it's become popular very fast because it is so effective. Now, a bobber dogging float is basically the same as a traditional float, except it's just been chopped off. So you get this nice flat face, which is important for your drift. Now, in traditional float fishing, your float is going to be straight up and down, and your bait is going to be dangling straight underneath it. But with bobber dogging, as you're going downstream, your float is laying on its side, and you have a weight that's holding that bait down on the bottom, and that flat face of your bobber is important for the drift. So the new Fishfield Pro Dogger floats are just perfect for this, and there's going to be a whole lot of fish caught on these floats in the next few years. Now, let's go back to the Nestucca River and catch some more steelhead. The Nestucca River, with runs of steelhead and Chinook and coho salmon, runs through beautiful, heavily forested and rough terrain. The upper reaches has runs of Class 4 and 5 rapids, and while the section we are fishing today is nothing like that, it's still a river that novice rowers should not attempt without help. Today, we're bobber dogging at a quick pace, covering run after run of prime steelhead water. So far, Nick Amato of Salmon Trout Steelheader magazine has the hot rod.
I kind of stacked the deck. That guy's a pretty good fisherman.
Yeah, my rod is only catching small fish.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
I'm kind of upset a little bit.
Your time will come pretty soon, I think.
Woo. All right. Good job. Right out there in the slow water, huh? Okay, anchor's down. Nick, why don't you get that rod all over? Nick, I'm just gonna hand this to you. Okay. You use the basket end. Get him. Got him. All right, let's take a peek. A little wild one. That's a nice little fish. Just a little bitty guy, but you gonna let her go and do her thing. There she goes. Hey, good job, man.
Thanks.
Get him out of there. Get his head up. You got a bunch of rocks between you and him. He's gonna try and saw you off. He's out of there? Okay, good. Good job. Good job, Nick. You're just barely on the other side of that little wall, right where you should have been. All right, have him grab your rod. I'll take the net. Grab your rod. And then just come back and trade me places. Got it? Thank you. Nick, I'll trade you places when I can. Ooh, big fish. She's out. Another big old. Ooh. Nice fish. Oh, there she is. It's a nice big wild hen. Send her back on her way. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, she's ready to go. Nice. We're having no problem finding nice wild hens today. There's plenty of hens in here. Gotta find some of those bucks. Nice fish though. That was a good cast. And the reason you got that fish was because you were bobber dogging, and with your bobber, it allowed you to stay just on the other side of that rock wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were covering that perfectly. We're on each side of it.
Yeah, there's that little, I mean, you can see the rock outcroppings underneath the water with that bobber. Instead of for like drift fishing where your line would sweep up and catch on the rock, with the bobber, it stays in a straight line. You can go right along the edges of them. That was perfect. That was actually a little before the good part. This is actually the good part. So let's see if we can get another one. This strip often has a fish in it, so let's get rebaited and do it again. This is a good hole.
Let's do it.
The Clackercraft Magnum Power Drifter is designed to give you ultimate access to our thousands of miles of rivers, no matter how low the flows. For power, only the best will do. That's why Clackercraft chooses the reliable Tohatsu TLDI Series 35-horse jets, which use the power of a 50-horsepower TLDI to deliver a true 35 horses to the pump, with excellent fuel economy and an unmatched horsepower-to-weight ratio, so you can make those long runs through skinny water to find the fish. Bobber fishing is becoming more and more popular for salmon and steelhead, and I want to show you something that's going to help you catch more fish. Lots of people like to tie in a swivel underneath their bobber, which is great, but a metal swivel is going to sink and cause drag on your lure, which is not what you want when you're trying to achieve a subtle, lifelike presentation. Instead, use an Invisiswivel. Invisiswivels are made of fluorocarbon, they're invisible to the fish, and they're neutral buoyant, which means they will drift freely with your lure and not cause any unwanted drag. Learn more at aquatico.com and find them at your local retailer. Angler West TV is brought to you in part by Yeti Coolers. Wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Welcome back to the Nestucca River. I'm Justin Wolff. Our Pro-Dogger floats are allowing us to keep our baits in the strike zone in areas that would otherwise be difficult to fish, and the steelhead are responding.
We're gonna take this thing all the way to the boat ramp, so we're gonna go down around the corner. So that's a nice fish, that's a chromer. Beautiful fish. Nick, watch your rod tip. Nick, watch your rod tip. Okay, I'm gonna tuck around the thing. Try and stick with him. Follow it around. Good job. Stay right with it. Good job. He's just gonna come right along with us. I'm gonna go over here in the soft water. That's a brand new fish. Let him go if he goes. Good job. Stay with him. Okay, I'm gonna go right to the bank. We're gonna bump, guys. We're gonna hit the bank, okay? Okay. That thing took off like a rocket out of there. I thought it was a snag for a second, and I was like, nope. Nice and smooth. Brand new fish. Got him. That is a brand new one. Hey, it's a perfect eater hatchery hen.
Nice. Good job. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this one got the yarn ball. A lot of the ones today have been getting that bead dropper, but this one's got the yarny right in the corner of the mouth. She totally hammered that yarny right there in the cheek, just like you want them. Perfect fish, man. That is absolutely flawless steelhead. I love that. Good job. So we're a little bit towards the end of the run here, and there's a lot more. You get a lot more downers this time of year mixing in, but there's still quite a few bright fish coming. And so far today, we started pretty high in the river. We've been getting lots of dark ones, but we're just getting to the point a little lower in the river system right now where I expect to start seeing a lot more bright fish like this one. You know, brand new ones. They're not spawning. They're still moving upriver. This one's got a little max clip on the cheek on it right here, so there's no maxillary, so it's just definitely a little hatchery fish. Perfect little hen. Man, you can't beat that. That thing's just flawless. Love that. She's not huge, but she sure is pretty. All right, well, this is one for the bag. I haven't get to take this one home for dinner. I'll get some more bait. So I think from here down, this last couple miles, I expect there to be a lot more bright fish like this, and hopefully we can just keep picking them out on the way down. So let's keep moving. We've got a long ways to go still, and we got, you know, all afternoon, but we definitely want to get moving. So let's get this one in the bag and then get on to the next ones. Keep reeling. He's coming right at us. He's coming right for us. Oh. Oh, man. Good job. Stay with him. I'm going to try and go around this pocket below us before I anchor. Just kind of tow it along. Nick, you want to grab this? Trade you. Just keep towing them along best you can. Hang on, we're going to bump. Nothing I can do quite yet, guys. Stay right with him. He's right there. Okay, see if you can go around the boat, come to the back. Nope, not gonna go around the boat. Yeah, there's not much I can do about it. Oh, it's a dandy fish. Oh gosh, it's a beautiful buck. It's a hatchery buck. Nick, there you go. Oh. Down, rod tip in the water. All the way in the water. Good job. Nice pup. Got it. Good job. Open the spool. Open the spool. Open your spool. Give it some slack. There you go. Tuck in right here.
That's a prime good
Yeah, that's a
fish.
good one.
That's an
Yeah.
eater.
Yeah,
That's an
really
eater.
good one.
That's as good as they make them. All right. This one is just an absolute perfect hatchery buck. I don't know, probably 9-10 pounds. Just a perfect example of a, brood stock program that's real successful. They got one down here on the Nestucca, and it just turns out that you get these late March fish that you can kill. Good table fish. Without that brood stock program, we wouldn't even have hatchery fish this late in the season. I absolutely love it. I used to do it a little bit. I don't as much as I used to, but having these late fish is just such a blessing. I mean, these fish literally don't even exist without a brood stock program. So these things are just absolute studs. I love having them in the river. Keeps us fishing way late into the season. So, gosh, you just can't beat that. Good job, buddy. This is a great fish.
Hey, thanks for watching today's episode. Without the support of the sponsors, the show would not be possible. So please thank them when you can. Now get out there and do some great fishing.